Be all of that. 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 Be fake hair and long lashes. Give 7 lashes with swift tongues. Be ghetto fabulous. Be throwing and catching them words with them hands. Be all of that. Love God, but let them know that you don't play that shit. Be reserved on Monday morning, on Sunday. Let them know that you had to pray not to have to smack a bitch. Be pretty, period. Tell them to relax about your hair being relaxed. That perm don't stop you from supporting the facts. Taking a knee or throwing up a fist, that's black. Be all of that. You could be a queen with bad bitch tendencies if you wanted to. Don't let labels change your style. Stay true to you, be comfortable. They say your presence in the room make you unapproachable. That has more to do with them and less to do with you. Be unapologetically black as fuck. Wear your fro to a job interview, put a bow in it and say that I am gifting this to you like a Fendi bag and a bad attitude. Be all of that. Be GED to PhD and still run shit. Be muffin top fit like fuck it, you gon' get all of this. Be polyamorous or monogamous as long as you love yourself in every relationship. Get up from that table when love is no longer being served, and that's in every manual from the hood to the burb. Say word. Just because she gotta have it don't mean she want it from you. She got choices, you hearing voices. Your little man must got you food. You gotta learn how to play the game in order to shoot your shot. Her facial cues is her defense. This means you're being blocked. She mean mugged, you smile beautiful. She will when the moment is suitable. Don't be afraid to be all of that. Be that stereotype. They'll tell stories of you to tuck themselves in at night like white baby sucking blessings from black breasts. Shit, they know we blessed. Stay on your college shit like we the best. Pat your weave, pick your fro, stroke your locks. They think you don't know you hot. They think you blinded by the plot. Let them think all of that. Don't fall into the imposter syndrome. You deserve all of your accolades from your hood to your throne. Drink your whiskey, sip your tea. Be loving hip-hop and dynasty. Make sure you pray, get paid, get slayed, get laid in the best way. Tag all of your friends in your Me Too hashtags. Then pick yourself up and get yourself back. Be all of that. The inspiration behind Be All of That came from, I could simply just say, black women. Myself being one. When I think about myself, I've been through so many different phases in my life in these 4 decades, right? So when I think about my mother, she was a lot of different things. Very quick with her tongue and all of these things. And a mother, married, wife, she worked, she did all of these things. She was so many different things. And I look at myself and think the same thing. We never fit into this box or this stereotype that people try to put ourselves in. Like, you can say all of these things, put a crown on top of it, and build from there if you like. So that's Be All of That. You can be all of those things that people say you are, and so much more. My creative process is the zone. Simply put, the zone. When I come up with a thought, I think of this one thought. If I'm trying to write something, I may look up quotes or something to help me out. So when I get in a zone, it's like writing a freestyle. So I get a thought, I sit down, I write it. It's a conscious stream of thought. That's my whole writing process. If I can't sit down and just write it like it's coming out of my brain like a freestyle, a lot of times it gets scrapped. I very rarely go back and edit anything because I just want the raw emotion, that pure thought that's coming at the moment to create. So I wanted to be a hip-hop artist. I wanted to be a rapper. My cousin and my brother were rappers when I was little, and I used to read their stuff and try to do it, but it didn't really work out for who I was. But then I discovered Def Poetry Jam in the early 2000s. So with Def Poetry Jam, I was already writing poetry in high school. So by the time Def Poetry Jam came around, I'm in my early 20s. And then I'm realizing, okay, this fits more of who I am. So when I saw Black Ice and Shehan the Poet on Def Poetry Jam, it fit, that style fit more of who I was, which I thought was more relatable to hip hop,
which means I can talk about so many things. It doesn't have to be what fits into poetry, and I don't think at the time I wasn't familiar with the term spoken word. So from there, I found the Philadelphia poetry scene, and so I would go to the open mics and everything. Then I ended up joining this group called The Collective, a poetry group, and we used to do open mics once a month with an after party, so it would be this crazy party. So that's pretty much wraps up how I began and my love for poetry. I started in high school writing, but I became a spoken word artist around 2004. I was born and raised in Philadelphia, currently still here. Right now, I'm a part of a collective, Grill Soul Records. We are doing great work with spoken word and music. You just saw my latest video, BeAllaDat, and I just did a full project called Dear Lost Joan that you can check out on grillsoulrecords.com, and you can check out the artists that are on there now and plenty more to come. BeAllaDat.